Hello, my name is Karen Franklin. Module 6 Business Project Presentation, House of Hope. The purpose for the House of Hope is that it's never easy getting better. The House of Hope gives strength of letting go of addictions. It is difficult, but the House of Hope is my dream to provide an atmosphere where substance abuse users can get better. As a former substance abuse addict myself, changing is a challenge, but it can be done if you want it. My dream to reality. At this point in time, I have experienced being a drug addict, among other things, but I want this dream now to become my reality, that the House of Hope will stand and help those who are struggling with addiction if they want it. As much as we want, say, some of our family members to be free from drugs, we can't make them, but they have to make up their own mind to want to get help, to want to be clean. House of Hope will be there to do that. So right now, it's not a dream anymore. It's coming to fruition. It's coming to be a reality. Establishing the House of Hope. There is the feasibility study, which determines the size of the rehab center and what is needed in the area. We have the staffing and training for qualified individuals. We have the license. We have to go to the authorities to talk about the zoning and to come up with policy and procedure manuals as well. Benefits and risks of financial assistance. The 501c3 nonprofit status. Benefit: no federal, state, or local taxes. Encourages donations by providing donors with tax deductions. The risk could be lengthier qualification process or more involved applications. Grants, however, there's no repayment, and it can be used to set up new programs, and it can be used in conjunction with the 501c3. And the risk of that is that the application process will be tedious and will need a qualified grant writer, of whom might require some finance to complete the service. Challenges of House of Hope: the funding, the lack of participation from grants and investors, the staffing, the proper education, and to keep up to date, have no relation to any clients or relationships, have a quick turnaround, and make sure that they have clean background checks, i.e. level 2 clearance. The clients: do not listen to staff members having to give breathalyzers, urine tests, completing chores, keeping up their hygiene, recurrence of history, i.e. crimes committed leading to jail time. We know this, so for some, they're not going to want to follow these rules, and unfortunately, if they don't want to follow the rules, House of Hope is not the place for them. Finally, we've come to the call to action, which is simply identifying age groups to target what kind of treatment they will need. We know that coming in, everybody's addiction is different because not everybody use crack, not everybody use methamphetamine. People use all different kinds of drugs and will require different kinds of treatment. We also let them know that following the key steps to establish properly, they have to behave in such a manner to where no one gets disrespected. We are disrespected. I know all too well how a person coming in off the streets that have been addicted to drugs can be a bit belligerent because they're angry and they're going through withdrawal. So it would behoove me to have the right kind of staff that could take care for those people and listen to them, their problems, and try to help them get through it. It's never easy trying to get clean from drugs. It's always hard. It's always a big challenge. And then once you've gone through the withdrawal system and you come out and you've done everything you needed to do and you ready to go back out into the world, I would just say don't wear a big S on your chest thinking that you're a Superman, because he really doesn't exist. Because if you don't realize your triggers, you can be right back in the same boat again, even deeper this time in a hole. Because once you get clean and you go back, it gets worse. So the first time around, if you come into the House of Hope, do everything that you need to do. Have your heart in the right place, because anytime you can change your mind at any given time. So with that being said, this is my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it.